and I'll just wait patiently for the answer. See if you won't stab me in the heart today. Ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
God damn it. Interview is over. The YouTube video is over. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're never doing any of this again.
All right, so my name is Cailee. I am a full-time content creator and streamer. I play Rocket League, and that's about it.
I like to hear you. I like that the start of this is you saying Cailee, because I feel like a lot of people online are like, is it Clee? Is it
Cailee?
Is it Callie?
Like, oh no, that I've had that issue ever since I was a kid. I've just kind of gotten to live with it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna rapid fire some questions at you. All right.
All right.
Favorite place you've ever traveled?
Oh God. New Mexico. It was actually in the mountains.
Oh, beautiful. New Mexico is beautiful. Where's somebody where you haven't been that you would love to travel?
The Netherlands.
Oh, another good option. Favorite drink?
Margarita. A strawberry margarita.
Oh, delicious. If May was a boy, what would her name be?
Oh God. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Knowing her now, knowing her personality now.
I have no idea. Oh no. That one actually threw me for a loop. I was not expecting that. I'd say Max.
Keep it simple. I could picture that. I could picture her as a Max, but now you just have to get her. But for anyone listening, Cailee has a beautiful German Shepherd named May, and she is amazing. But now you just have to get her a brother named Max.
Honestly, I'm already thinking about getting another puppy. So ahead of you.
I push it on everyone because that's what we did when we moved here. We got Rocket a sister because he was lonely. And we got Sora, and she is a nightmare, and I love her, and I couldn't live without her. So I encourage everyone to have a second nightmare for a child. But okay,
see, I keep saying, like, I need a second one, I need another one.
Do it. Okay, best land you've ever been to?
Season 5. It was in London.
I'm jealous. I wish I could have been there. I wasn't in Rocket League yet. I really wish I could have been. Yeah, no, I've been playing Rocket League for just over 2 years. So.
Oh my God, I swear you could. What? There's no way.
Yeah. All right, best car in Rocket League. You've had some experiences with some new cars lately, and all the arguments on the internet. What is the best car in Rocket League?
Dominus. I know. I know.
Disappointing. It's fine. It's fine. Most overrated decal in Rocket League.
I would say Interstellar.
She's just
I know.
back to back.
I'm just attacking. I'm so sorry.
Back to back. Okay, you can only watch one show for the rest of your life. What is it?
The Office.
Saw that one coming. What's your favorite episode of The Office?
Probably when Kevin spills the chili. 100%. Because it represents my life.
Okay, since you mentioned food, it's a good segue to the next question. I'll just wait patiently for the answer. See if you won't stab me in the heart today. Ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
God damn it. Interview is over. The YouTube video is over. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're never doing any of this again. We're never doing this. Okay, NA or EU?
EU.
I expected that. And now tell the crowd, the last of our rapid fires. What is it you hate about Baki's mod?
Oh no. Okay, so back in the day, it used to be alpha console, right? And it used to be really bad. It used to make your game stutter all the time. For me personally, I'm weird, so I just like it. Like if I want an item, I actually want it. I don't want to use Bacchus mod. I don't want to do anything. And then my argument is always like, there's always a burner that you use, right? There's always a burner whenever you're cooking food. You have a favorite burner. There's no reason to have a favorite burner, but you have one.
Front right.
Bacchus mod. That's what I just like. There's just a reason. I can't explain it, but Bacchus mod is not my favorite burner. That's it. There's
that makes sense. That makes sense. I agree on the item stuff. So many people are like, why do you want the item? And I'm like, because I want the item.
Like I
I was like,
actually want
I
it. I
want
don't want
to
like
own
an
it.
off-brand one.
I want other people to see it. Like I think it's one of those things. Is I was like, if I have a car design that I really like, I want other people to be able to see it when I'm playing. What does it matter if I'm the only one who can see the item?
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
my thing with the Alpha Boost is like, if you want to flex, like people get it to flex, right?
Mhm.
If you can't, if nobody else can see it, why have it?
Yeah, no,
It doesn't make sense to
exactly.
me.
Exactly. People come into streams, and I guess that's an argument for some people.
Mhm.
But then they get to you in a game and they'd be like, but you're using standard. But okay, switching base, because I could go on about that for forever. We just mentioned NA and EU. So a little
Mhm.
background on you. You're from the US originally,
Mhm.
and you live in Denmark now.
Yes.
What I don't get to have this conversation with many people my age, because I lived in the UK for like a year and a half. So what was the difference in moving to a different country from like growing up in the US?
Oh, there was so much. There's so much. So with my family, we didn't really have like we weren't very family based, I guess. And so whenever you move to Denmark, everything's family based. Like no matter what you do, it is always family based. So it was a huge difference coming from a family where you don't really have dinners together, you don't really like play games together, you don't play board games, you don't hang out just to hang out. Um to a culture where every night you guys have dinner together, they play board games. They do
Oh,
all
it's
these different things.
wholesome though. Wholesome
It
Denmark.
is. It is. But then I feel so out of place, you know? There's also
Yeah.
like the language barrier that kills me because I still don't know Danish, right? I've been focused on my content. I've been focused on actually like graduating school. So there's different things I've been focused on instead of just learning Danish. And so the language is very, very difficult to understand. There's the family part of it. There's just so many different things, especially with I've noticed with my content. Whenever I streamed in the United States, it was a lot different. So there was I streamed back in 2018, I think. I was averaging 20 to 30. Like I was chilling, and then I suddenly moved here, started streaming, and then I was averaging 50. 50, 70, and then it went to 100, and then now I'm chilling in the 300, 400 area. And so I think streaming in Europe has definitely changed the game for me.
Yeah, because I mean, one, you're good at the game. So people watch for the gameplay, but two, something that I've noticed when I like, because I do like really long streams or really late streams or whatever,
Yeah.
and get the tail end of like EU people coming in or other people coming in, they're always like, oh, you're American, and they hear the voice, and I think it catches them off guard in their times to hear somebody. Just like when an EU streamer does a super long stream or streams, people are like, oh my god, you're from Australia or you're from the UK or whatever. And I think it's a big thing that like catches people off guard when they're just used to seeing the streamer, with the accents that they're used to. So your voice is clickbait. Your voice is clickbait. They'll click and they'll be like, oh.
Oh no. Like everyone comes into my stream, they're like, where are you from? And then I have to explain like, oh, I was born in Canada, raised in Texas, living in Denmark. It's gotten to a point where I can say it within like a second. Like I
didn't know you were born in Canada.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I would love to be a citizen of anywhere besides the United States of America.
I got dual citizenship. I'm ready to go back and forth whenever.
Oh God. Okay. I'll switch now. If you had to, speaking of streaming, and being a content creator and throwing all your time at it, if you had to right this moment, pick a game to stream 100% besides Rocket League, what would it be?
I would say Skyrim. For some odd reason, I can play that game over and over and over again, and I just don't get tired of it. It wouldn't be very, exciting, but I think that's where my heart would lead me.
It's
honestly.
what would make you happy, though.
Exactly.
It's what would make you happy. Just imagining a world where we're just playing the games that don't stress us out on stream.
We're not worried about numbers. We're not worried about anything. We're just playing games to play games.
Oh, we'll get there. We're saying this as if, like you succeed to the max level of streamer, and it's like, okay, no more Rocket League.
No more Rocket League. Like it stresses me out.
No, yeah, like it's not liking Rocket League, obviously. I We
Like, we
we
love the
love
game.
Rocket League, and
We
it's
do.
fantastic, and it's built our careers.
Exactly, but it stresses us out.
Yeah, I sometimes when it's funny because like when I switch to story-based games and things
Mhm.
like that, like viewership dips and stuff like that. But when when new people coming in, they're not going, "Oh my God, you suck." You know what I mean? You're the
I
worst.
feel
How many
that.
hours do you have? Why
Yeah.
are you playing this game? Like I've
Yeah.
started playing a lot of new games like toward the tail ends, and people come in and when I'm like, oh, I'm not the best, they're like, that's okay. And I'm
You're
like, oh my God, I'm
trying, keep it
traumatized.
up. Yeah. Oh, it's horrible. It's actually horrible.
We love you, Rocket League. Okay. But speaking of, Rocket League and changing, your life and everything
Mhm.
there, you, from, reading things and things you posted, you were playing Rocket League in high school.
Oh no.
You actually, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong. After
Mm.
your graduation, you flew to a LAN.
I did. I did. That was the season 3 LAN.
So would you say, because you were playing it in high school, you literally left graduation immediately into Rocket League, and your adult life since then, you've been playing Rocket League, you're a Rocket League streamer, you're a Rocket League
Mhm.
player, and all of this. Would you say that Rocket League is one of the biggest definers of your adult life so far?
100%. I mean, I started playing Rocket League back ages ago, so 2015. Um it was like I got Rocket League after a bad breakup, and then I just started I threw myself into it. I went to the very first RLCS in 2016,
Oh, that would have
and
been
then
insane.
it was weird. It was cute. It was kind of wholesome. And then 2017, after graduation, everyone was like, "Oh, you're coming to this grad party." I was like, "Nope, deuces, I'm out. I'm going to RLCS." And so I had a packed bag and everything. No, I don't know where I would be without Rocket League, genuinely.
It's life changing. It's stressful and it's irritating. But it's 100% life changing. And
It really is.
like I've said a few times, you are very, very good at Rocket League. You are, in the top percentage of, gameplay that people
Mhm.
watch. And this is something that I talk about a lot on my stream. And you are actually the first female that is in the series, and and so it's fun to be able to talk about this with you. What's it like from your perspective being, a female in this highly dominated male esport?
Well, I'm glad
Hard
you
hitters.
asked. Woo! Especially because I just streamed today, right? And I had people coming into my stream and just absolutely bullying me. And so I've actually talked a lot to my other friends and everything. And of course they're males. They're having a great time. And I'm chilling in their streams. And the entire time I see their chat going, "Oh, you're only champ 3? You should be a lot higher. Why are you only champ 3? You should be in champ 2 or GC 2." Um and you come to my chat and everyone's like, "Cailee, you're horrible.
There's
You
no
should
way.
be in
There's no
plat."
way you're that rank.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, "Proof of your rank." Even my TikTok comments, for example, they're like, "Oh, proof. Give me a proof." And I give them proof, and they're like, someone else is on your account." And I was like, "Dude, it's my one's rank." And they're like, "It's photoshopped. Whose account are you using?" I was like, I can't win. No matter what I do, I literally cannot win. I've tried. My most famous TikTok is me. I don't know if you've seen it, but there's someone's like, "Oh, your
Probably. I'm
controller is
obsessed.
off." Yeah, your controller's off, and I plugged it in. I was sitting there. I was using the left trigger, but of course the video on my phone is inverted. So everyone's like, "Oh, you're pressing the right one. You're supposed to go forwards." And I was like, "Can you guys not realize that
TikTok is
that I'm
inverted. TikTok is inverted. No, I have that same problem too, by the way. When I plug in my controller, it does not light up.
it just doesn't light up?" And everyone's like, "Oh, well, you're not actually gaming." And then some people went to as far as saying "Oh, someone other is underneath her desk playing for her." And I was like, "What?" Okay, well, I can't. I will go on a
Yeah.
rant for this for
No,
so long.
that's perfectly fine. It's nice to be able to talk to someone about it, because I feel like with me, when I started playing Rocket League,
Mhm.
and people are always like, why do you have, these hours, this amount of hours if you are still this bad? You know what I mean? Like I was in champ for a while, but this season just kicked my
Mhm.
ass. So it's like the
This is
D3
horrible.
hellhole,
Yeah.
cesspool of existence, especially with the free to play kids. But like when I started playing on stream. I was a streamer for a month before I found Rocket League.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, my very first game of Rocket League was ranked.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh
So the
no.
very first time I played Rocket League was ranked live on stream with people saying, "Hey, do this. Hey, play with me." And for
Oh,
me,
backseat
I was
gamers.
just super excited that people were wanting to engage because
Yeah.
I'd been playing Injustice and Mortal Kombat before this, and this was a game that people wanted to see. They were like, "Oh, you're new. Let me join
Mhm.
you. Let me add you," and all of this stuff. So I actually did all of my placements the very first week that I touched the game. And obviously, like not even knowing the controls or anything, hadn't watched a video, hadn't learned anything. I was bronze 1 in everything. Everything. Like
Oh
what else
no.
would I have been, you know?
Yeah.
But
I
so
mean,
for me, I placed in a rank that is very rare for people to actually place in.
mhm.
And that is there's actually hardly any bronzes. So it was just Smurf, Smurf, Smurf
It was
constantly.
constant.
The longest haul of getting out of there. But I was streaming it every day and I loved it. And I was starting to do, the day long and the day and a half and all of that
Mhm.
long streams and just, playing the game. And so my hours stacked up. And like for the longest time, because I was streaming so long, every single one of them was on stream while talking to chat,
Oh my.
messing
Oh god.
around,
Yeah.
and all of this. So like I have 3,000 hours, like I have 3,000 hours in Rocket League,
Mhm.
and I like to, and people always come in. So that's the biggest thing for me. People will come in and they'll be like hours and they'll be like, you're absolute trash. You're
Yep.
absolute trash. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there like, okay, you know what I mean? But
And
they're always pointing out the hours, they're always pointing out the rank. They're obviously like, why are people here if you're this rank? As if people only want to watch pro players and it's not about entertainment at all. But
Mhm.
like I've said, and I think you could probably agree with this, like when people are always like, well, I wasn't, like, what's wrong, why are you banning this? You can not like content, and not be sexist. And I said this very clearly and I stand by, yes, you cannot like a streamer and not be sexist. You cannot like a female streamer and not be sexist. The
Mhm.
difference is when you come in and you're like, there's no way a girl can hit this
Hmm.
rank. You're D3, there's no way. There's no way. Like I'm watching you right now and you're not top of the leaderboard. Obviously you were carried, there's no way you put in those hours because you're a female. There's no there's no way that's you playing right now, like you said, because you're a female. Someone's under your desk because you're a female. Everyone, like, I don't know why anyone's watching. They're all simps. Like that's the problem.
Oh my god, it's so bad. So
That's
earlier
the
today, like
problem.
I was talking to my chat earlier, and some guy he came in. He was like, "Yo, you looking fit today?" And I was like, "Okay, well, you can only see my shoulders, so there's no way of like actually knowing what I look like." And he was like, he said some nasty things. I'll take that out. Just you guys can imagine how Twitch chat is.
Monka.
Um, yeah, manga. And that happened, and I was like, you know what? I just don't want to be like sexualized while I'm working because they don't realize like this is work. This is our livelihood. This is how we make a living. And they're like, why don't you want to be sexualized? And I was like, excuse me, did you just ask me that? And they're like, well, yeah, you're playing a game on the internet. And I was like, that doesn't mean
You're
anything.
playing a game
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
like, I'm playing a
internet.
game. I'm creating content. I'm working. That does not mean you can come in here and just attack us for doing our job. And that goes back to kind of like the TikTok comments. Everyone, I did like a series where I 1v1 plats, and they're like, well, there's no way you're champ 3, 1v1 a plat. And I was like, okay, so I 1v1 a
I
plat
want to be
1,
one
plat
all
2,
of
and
you.
plat 3. Exactly. I was just 1v1ing everybody. And they're like, okay, now diamonds. There's no way you can beat a diamond. I was like, sir, I am champ 3 in 1v1s.
It's
I won the first salt mine, right? I mean, it was against Stumpy, but I won the first salt mine. Um and they won't take
Mhm.
anything because I'm a female. It's like we already get degraded because we are females.
Mhm. No, my favorite thing that goes along with it is when there's like, there's no way you can win this, or there's no way you can beat this rank, or when they come in,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because I tried for a while to not just be so boppy with the band hammer,
Mm-hmm.
in stream, and like, let's give them a chance to maybe like turn their attitude around. I don't know, but they'd come in, and the worst part about it is the constant expectation that I don't think a lot of people realize, like as a female gamer, is that
Mm-hmm.
obviously we're not the worst player out there, and we're not the worst, or if we are, it's not because of our gender. You know what I mean? There's just people who are better than people at games. But the worst thing is when someone comes in and they're being sexist, and then you lose a game. Because
That's the
for
worst.
some reason, if they witness you can be champ 1, champ 3, GC, you can be any of these things, but if they witness you lose a game, obviously they were right and you're just trash, you know? And it's
Yep.
just like, well, obviously if I'd never lost a game, I'd be the number 1 in the world.
Exactly.
And,
Like, I
and now
would've
that I'm
won
thinking of the
several
number,
worlds.
yeah. And now that I'm thinking, the number 1 teams and players in the world still lose, you know? And I think that
It makes me so mad because they're like, well, I could easily win against you. And I was like, okay, well, I'm that's great and all, but if I were to not lose a single game, then I would be number 1 in the world. So would you. And
Yeah.
they're like, well, that doesn't matter. You're a female. And it's like, don't bring that up. Do
Yeah.
not bring that up
Yeah.
to me.
because you don't have to bring it up, because it's pointing it out, because that's this problem that I think ties into like streamers in general. People
Mhm.
come into streamers chats and they're like, hey, you lost, you're trash, why is anyone watching? And I'm just like, do you expect to only ever watch wins? And honestly, I think it's the YouTube compilation generation. And I think that it is
Yeah.
so drilled into their head. Like they've watched all these compilations of wins, because no one's going to do it for the most part. People do, and it's funny. But no
Yeah.
one's going to do a compilation of their fails, of every time they've whiffed the ball, of every time they've
Mhm.
lost. You know what I mean? And people are sharing the clips that they score in and they win in. The craziest shots. So they come into these streams and they're like, oh my God, you whiffed the ball. Why is anyone here? And it's like,
well,
it's
We
entertainment.
create
It's entertainment.
content. Yeah, like we're called content creators. We create content. We're not just there to win games. If we were there to win games and actually be like, I would like good at the game quotations, we'd be a pro. Do you
Yeah,
want to be a pro?
you'd be a pro and you
No.
wouldn't be grinding out to be a YouTuber or a streamer. And I think it's remembering like the very human aspect of people, and that a lot of the greatest content isn't just from win. What is exciting about that? I don't know.
I don't find it exciting personally. Like I find it exciting when someone whiffs the ball, own goals, and then like screams, hit their desk. You know, they get mad, show emotion instead of just like sitting in the back and be like, cool, yeah,
Yeah,
nice goal,
boring.
next,
Great.
yeah, next.
Okay, I could go on about that for hours.
Me too.
Sorry. We'll have to do a whole episode on just venting with wine. Anyway,
Oh,
talking
yeah, I'm
about
so down.
being, completely, dominating, in, Rocket League, because, screw everyone else. You're completely dominating in Rocket League. What is your dream org?
Oh, that's a good question. So I don't know.
I'd like to
I've
switch to a
been-
positive note.
Yeah, I know. I got so excited. Honestly, I don't know. At the moment, I've been talking to a lot of people about this. I feel like I could definitely get a bigger org if it got into, Rocket League. At the moment, I'm just kind of scouting, looking at what are my options, because I realize content creators really don't need orgs. The only thing
No.
that they really help with is like, backing up the streamer and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But I feel like I could get a lot more partnerships or sponsorships, all of that by myself without being tied to an org. So at the moment, I'm not really looking, but my DMs are always open looking.
You hear
But
that? Her
I'm-
DMs are open, guys.
my DMs are open. But at the moment, I'm just having fun grinding it by myself, not being tied to a contract or anything.
Yeah, no, good answer.
But I really don't have.
Good
I
answer.
don't have a dream one.
Well, talking about, the options and grinding out, there, and Twitch, and we talked about what it's like having, people in your Twitch chat are like rude or mean, and Rocket League being a huge part of your life. You're one of the largest female Rocket League content creators on Twitch. And people love to watch you. You just hit 50K. You just hit 50K. I get to talk about that because you tweeted it. You just hit 50K. You haven't, in retrospect, really been streaming that long. You said you started in 2018. You're in that realm, and I know that you just really started. You actually started full time sending it after that. And like all your growth, your Twitch partner, you're in salt mines, you're doing all of these things. What's it like? What's it like watching your growth on Twitch as a content creator for a game that you love?
It's really interesting. So a little backstory, I got bullied in high school for actually playing Rocket League and loving Rocket League as much as I do. My high school quote was actually Rocket League related.
That's
but
awesome.
anyways, yeah, it was a little nerdy by me, but I absolutely loved Rocket League. I just being able to watch myself grow as a content creator is something I've never expected. After I started my stream in 2019, whenever I first moved to Denmark, because of course I don't have friends here, I don't have family here, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to start up my stream. Why not? And then I was able to get partner in December of 2019. So within 4 months, I got partner. I was like, wow, this could actually be a thing. This is insane. And then I just kind of started streaming. So I'm a student as well. So I am balancing my student life as well as like my grades and everything, as well as content. It's a lot of work, but seeing the payoff and seeing my community grow is honestly just one of the most amazing things. I can't even describe it because I never saw myself being a full-time content creator.
No, and that's awesome, and that's a really great feeling. And it's really great to see your hard work paying off, because that's what it is. You are sitting there, you're streaming, you're balancing schoolwork, you're balancing a relationship, being a dog mom, all of those things, and you're still killing it. You're still absolutely killing it in the content. And everyone's watching, and everyone's super proud of you. And so to wrap it up, kind of like I said, this is something I love to kind of, preach out there and give out there the best I can. So I would love to hear your opinion on it, wrap it up. I always ask for advice for people at the end of these. And so as we wrap this up today, is there any advice you have out there for female Rocket League gamers and streamers?
Oh, female Rocket League gamers. Okay. My best advice is make sure you have mods that are very, very close to you. Make sure they are there for you whenever. Also, don't worry about your rank. Don't worry about your hours. Don't worry about a single thing. Worry about the actual content you're providing. And then also worry about the community that you are building, because at the end of the day, if you don't have a community to back you up, you don't have anything. So first, instead of worrying about numbers, worrying about anything else, worry about your community and build up the community first.
Exactly. Well, this was amazing. This was a lot of fun, and I hope you had a lot of fun talking today. Guys, I need you to make sure that you follow Cailee on Twitch. You follow Cailee on Twitch for her next milestones. She just hit 50K, and we'd love to see that number keep growing. The links will be below in the description. And I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. And I hope you enjoyed having Cailee on, and I hope Cailee had fun as well.
Had a lot of fun.
All right, guys. See you next time.